Let's hear the two vocal mics. I want you to try and sing like a verse and a chorus on both of these mics, which are like incredible mics. Let's put them through the same signal path. And I'd love to use Joe's 1073. And we can go after that 1176 to LA3A. And maybe some kind of fun EQ at the end of that. Cool. Like a Pultec or something. Okay.
Your vocals going to be right here next to the click. So we have that click, vocal, bass.
So, and Zach, can we send the click out its own headphone bus so that we can mute it in there?
I have a pre-fader sound, so you can just kill it in there.
Great. Okay. Do you want some reverb? Yeah. Okay. So we'll get you some reverb and just sing a cappella for a little bit. So let's have her on the 47 first, I guess.
Great.
So where's talkback here?
So it's going to be this button right here.
Yeah, so Bryce, can you hear me? You can sing a cappella now. I was just trying to get a sound.
And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm away.
Something like that, yeah. You're kind of doing what I want to do, actually. Slowest attack, fastest release. A little less input. Or send less to it. Where's the mic pre? Bring that back a click or two. Let's try that. And let's bypass the LA3A.
I see. Swear it follows me down every road.
Still pretty low.
Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Sounds pretty good.
I'm supposed
And then that
to
Pultec,
be.
you want to add some color?
Which one? The top one?
Do you
Okay.
want me to keep singing?
And is it on right now?
Yes, but I don't have
I keep singing. House numbers, zip codes, birthdays, and airplane rows. I can never pass them by. I rearrange them.
Is that
add
definitely
them
the
up,
Klaus Heine
multiply
modded one?
till I find love.
that one's taken. I know which one you're talking
Anything to call it a sign.
Okay, let's try the other mic.
about. Okay, great.
We're going to try the other mic now.
House numbers, zip codes, birthdays, and airplane rows. I could never pass them by. I rearrange them, add them up, multiply, find.
There's quite a in here. What is that?
Or maybe I'm out of
I think it's just the sound of something.
number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road.
Hear that buzz?
Always shows up just.
That.
I got you.
You sure it's not the mic?
I can swap it. I can receipt it if you want.
Yeah, it's pretty. It sounds good, but it's definitely something's like it. Hold on, mute it there. Yeah,
Just receipt it.
there's just a low kind of happening, so we got to find it. It's coming down the mic line. Hard to know what it is. Okay, so the way that we're recording this vocal, even though it's a scratch, as I said earlier, I don't think anything is throwaway. We got to be able to keep everything. It's a great mic, and actually, in this room in 2006, again working with Joe Ciccarelli, I remember him recording the very first song I did with this artist Mika, and it was called Grace Kelly. And I hadn't even been hired to produce the record at the time. We were kind of auditioning each other, and Joe set up this great mic here at Sunset Sound. Ran it into his 1073, the same one we're using today, then ran it into an 1176, a little bit of compression, and then ran it into an LA3A, a little bit of compression, and then ran it into a Lang EQ, and it was the best vocal sound I'd ever heard live off the floor. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And they say that memories are based on your emotional connection to the event, and I just, like a bear trap, I remember that exactly. I remember what the settings basically were, and I'm kind of emulating that now. I have an EQ. I have a Pultec EQ at the end of the chain. I haven't turned it on yet. And I'm a real fan of serial compression on a vocal. The 1176 is almost 99% of the time my favorite vocal compressor, both in tracking and mixing. Occasionally it's a bit too grabby, it's a bit too aggressive, but most of the time it's just sort of invisible. When things compress on an 1176, they still sound loud and they still sound fat. They don't kind of choke and go away. You have to work really hard to make it sound like it's choking and smaller on an 1176. So I love how it handles most of the content. On the 1176, the attack and release settings are where I put them almost all the time, which is the slowest attack and the fastest release. And a lot of people don't know it's backwards on the 1176, that to get the slowest attack, you put that knob where on most compressors it would mean it's the fastest attack. You put it all the way to the viewers to your left. That's the slowest attack. And the fastest release is all the way to the right. And that just sort of keeps it immediate to me. I know a lot of engineers do more like a 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock thing, which also sounds good. But I sort of lose energy on a vocal when it's still kind of coming out of the slow release and things are quieter. I want it I don't want to lose focus on the vocal. That might be a little too caffeinated for some people, but most of the time I like that. Every once in a while I'll slow down the release and speed up the attack, but I love it's still the 1176 is so aggressive. It does a lot even at the slowest attack. There's, it doesn't sound uncompressed to me. And then after that is an LA3A, which is mimicking an LA2A, which is a little slower. It's more of an optical style compressor. It's a little more like your drunk uncle. just sort of catches other things that maybe the 1176 missed. It just sort of holds the vocal in this nice spot. Doesn't really sound that compressed. I don't want either one doing very much. But again, it's, volume control, and it sounds more like a record to me. And the more I can do from the very starting, from the get-go of building any kind of recorded song, is to have it sound kind of like I envision it sounding at the end of the journey. Things are really kind of uncompressed or EQ'd badly. It just throws me, and I can't tell. It's like cooking with bad ingredients. I really like to hear it sounding sort of as nice as possible coming through the speakers. Even if we're going for a lo-fi thing, that I need it to sound like I think the record's going to sound like when we're in the mixing stage. Anyway, that's my process. It's a bit over the top, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Can you hear me? So it's a bit of a needle in a haystack right now. There's a happening. Well, we're going to see if it's on the other mic. If it is, then we're just going to start pulling pieces of gear out and seeing if that alleviates it. But we got to do this. The glamour recording. It's better.
I can try another 251 if you want, or we can
mute it again, please. Yeah, it's so much better. Yeah, let's try another one. Sure. All right, so we're pretty sure, Bryce, that it is actually the mic that is the issue. So we're going to swap it out for another same model but a different mic. Huh. All right. How about a C12?
Sure.
Right? Okay. So for sort of unknown reasons, that mic also is the same. So we're going to try a different beautiful mic called a C12. Something that just happened is I had the main speakers on, the big speakers, and you can check this on headphones as well, but there was a very subtle but pretty audible ground hum on one of the mics, and the mic sounded great, totally functional, but for whatever reason, we're trying to solve it right now. It was, 60 hertz humming away. You'll hear that in the track if there's a quiet section or it's really compressed when I'm in mix mode. You don't notice that if the vocals turn down. So it's really good to crank a little bit or check in headphones before you dive in and commit an entire lead vocal, the most important instrument in the entire track, on a mic that might have some sort of sound or buzz or crackle or hum. So we're trying to be a little forensic and find the needle in the haystack to figure out who the culprit is humming away. Just make sure that your proverbial lens is really, really in focus before you start shooting. All right, that's a happier hum. So was it the same power supply in both of the 251s?
Yeah, different one.
Everything was different.
Yeah.
Weird. That's not bizarre. They both did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a different 251, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it might have been. I don't know. I mean,
Okay, it's all right.
Sure. It's weird it was for both of them, though, yeah.
Like the same, it sounded like the same level,
I'm trying to
too.
think of maybe they actually have a ground on them, and maybe I could have pulled the ground. But
Well, when we cut vocals, we can really
suss it out.
chase this, yeah.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so what mic are we on, Zach? Is it the one to her right?
It's to her right.
Okay, to your right. And can you please give me a little Acapulco vocals?
Poco. House numbers, zip codes, birthdays, and airplane rows. I could never pass them by. I rearrange them, add them up, multiply till I find luck. Anything to call it a sign. Or maybe I'm out of my mind. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. New city, no car, don't mind the walk down as far. I've been an apartment and all I ever wanted. It could have been a closet. Nothing feels like it's going right. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I see my lucky number. I see my lucky number. I see 19. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. It sounds pretty great.
Yeah?
Yep. Still got that hum less, but I'm also adding a bunch of low end, so that's not going to help. But
feels like nothing's going right.
should we give it a go?
Okay.
You know what you can do for her is you can change the click to quarter notes now.
Thank you.
Well, let's just walk backwards into it and see what happens. Here it comes.
Do you want to hear that voice?
Not in here. So is she? Where's she returning?
It's all just 2 tracks.
Okay.
House numbers, zip codes,
That's so good.
birthdays, and airplane rows. I could never pass them by. I rearrange them, add them up, multiply till I find luck. Anything to call it a sign. Or maybe I'm out of my mind. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. New city, no car, don't mind the walk, but this far. All night, thought I found my dream apartment, and all I ever wanted turned out it could have been a closet. Feels like nothing's going right. But the second I look at the time, I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. 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 I'm supposed to be. I see my lucky number. I see I see my lucky number. I see 19. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
That was a crazy. That's like such a great scratch vocal. It immediately sounded great. Can you hear what you need to hear?
Yeah,
You want a little verb? Maybe not.
feels fine.
All right, let's do another one right now. Take a little sip, have some tea. That's awesome.
Okay.
Here we go.
House numbers, zip codes, birthdays, and airplane rows. I could never pass them by. I rearrange them, add them up, multiply till I find luck. Anything to call it a sign. Or maybe I'm out of my mind. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. New city, no car, don't mind the walk. Can you stop it for a second?
It's so good. Let's punch on that second verse, okay?
Yeah,
You okay?
I just need to get my head around the flow of the second verse.
Well, I think you need to learn it. That's okay. Let's just keep running at it.
Not this far. Okay.
I mean, we just wrote it. You know, you don't
Yeah.
know it. You don't know it to perform it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds so good. I'm not being patronizing. It's really crazy.
Yay. Feels great.
Yeah, it feels great in here. Like, I love it.
Yay.
This is a great mic on you as well.
Cool.
Okay, let's go like 4 bars, please, before verse 2, which is not marked. I forgot to. Oh no, it is marked. Okay. Okay. You ready? Ready to try?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. New city, no car, don't mind a walk, but not this far. Saw 100 places before I thought I found my dream apartment. Had all I ever wanted. Turned out it could have been a closet. Feels like nothing's going right. But the second I look at the time, I see.
So, what is that third line?
I don't know.
Okay. What was it? Didn't we
I
have?
was like, went through every place to live online, or
Yeah, we never really got it.
no, it's not right yet. Or
Okay,
it's like,
so just don't even just like just Ella
Okay.
Fitzgerald it. Gerald
Okay.
it. Is that weird?
get it. That's okay.
Also, what's the second half?
Dream apartment. Thought I found my dream apartment, and all I ever wanted. Turns out it could have been a closet. Feels like nothing's going
Right. So, turns out, turns out is kind of
Later.
straight. I can't remember where to put it, but just try it again.
Do you think instead of it being feels like nothing's going, it should just be like nothing's going right?
Yeah, I think the simpler the
It
better
just
at the
feels
end.
like too much. Okay.
Yeah. Or it feels like nothing's going right. boom. Feels like nothing's going right.
Yeah.
Just dumb, you know?
Yeah.
Just say it. It feels like nothing's going right.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Or, I'm not sure. We got to just try stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just try it.
Yeah, we're kind of shooting in the dark right now. It's okay.
I just kind of thought that when we were in there and we just went, nothing's going right. Like it kind of just felt more.
Yeah, try that too.
Okay.
Try whatever feels right now. And then I'll wreck
But
it and make
it
you do
feels
things
like
that don't
nothing's
feel right.
going right. Okay.
Ooh, is that what you did? Okay, same spot, verse 2.
Okay. I'm where I'm supposed to be. New city, no car, don't mind the walk, but not this far. Thought I found my dream apartment, had all I ever wanted. Turns out it could have been a closet. Nothing's going right. But the second I look at the time, I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. 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 I see my lucky number. I see my lucky number. I see 19. I see my lucky number everywhere I go. And I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Swear it follows me down every road. Always shows up just when I need to know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
You are badass. I know you're probably not having a great time with all the staring at you, but it sounds so good in here. There's no reverb, there's like nothing going on. Verse 2 is a bit of a what, but we have to hammer away at it. I think it's good for us to hear what we know it's not supposed to be, because the stuff that is right really feels right.
Yeah.
And we just have to sort of like hone it.
Yeah. I agree.
Come on in. Nice job.
Thank you.
Killer job. It's absolutely crazy.
Thanks.
Yeah. So good. And I love the song.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yay.
I mean, what you're singing is sort of what I was hearing when we first were coming up with the bridge. And maybe there is some like other answery thing that we come up with at some point, but right now it's beautiful. The repetition of that line is
kind of nice. And I feel like everybody would, like, it feels like you're kind of convincing yourself that it's where you're supposed to be too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And it's almost enters this sort of dream state of like, really? Am I supposed to be? Yes, I am. It's like it's a metamorphosis in a way. Then you turn into a butterfly. But there's something at the end of the bridge. When I'm supposed to be, sorry, when I'm supposed to be, because that becomes the minor third of the E minor chord, which takes us to the key. But you did it the first time. Can we hear the take before at the end of the bridge?
Okay.
Just the end of the bridge.
Where I'm supposed to be. I see my.
You didn't do it, but I love what you did. Yeah, a little thing. But I do sort of hear that pedaling into the thing, whatever. Can you grab that moment and put it also on the last take? Okay. The most recent take?
That is the most recent take. I've been doing a playlist where I continue.
I'm confused. So we heard what she just sang.
That was the last one. Yeah.
There is a version
I did one.
from top to bottom.
The first one, the very first take.
Let's hear the same spot.
Where I'm supposed to be. I see my luck in
So just that where I'm supposed to be or beep, whatever key we're in.
I'll just take that and put it on the last one.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. I can't remember anything, but I remember that stuff. I have like melodic photographic memory.
That's great.
It's not a photo. It's useless except for moments like this. Nice job.
Thank you.
We are at the end of the first day, and we actually got quite a bit done. The most important thing I feel like we got done is we mostly wrote the song. There's still a couple of things in verse 2 we're not quite sure about, but I told Bryce she's free to go, so she's left the studio. We got a great scratch vocal, got a few different takes, found a mic that sounded right on her, which was a C12. And I put down a scratch piano. And tomorrow we're going to get into like real actual tracking and really chasing sounds. And I want to build a great bed for her to sing to. And I probably am going to have her sing before I'm done the track, but I want to make sure there's enough there that she's excited to sing it. I look forward to that. And getting sleeves rolled up into the nitty gritty of really chasing this as a final record. And I'm going to go get some sleep now.